What's up everyone, how you all doing? BlueNerd here and welcome back my friends to another Minecraft survival let's play. Now before we get started, let me just thank you all for all your support and feedback in the last episode. I tell you guys, I'm having so much fun being back in survival. I really have missed it and it seems like you guys have been enjoying it too, so thank you so much for the support. And guys, thank you for all of your ideas as well. We've got so many ideas for this series. There's going to be so much building and so much stuff going on, so I cannot wait to get going with it. Now also guys, I just want to apologize for the lack of videos this week. I've been having a bunch of audio issues, which I think I've got them all sorted now. Everything all seems to be fixed. But I had just so many issues. I couldn't get the audio to sound right, it was coming out all tinny and echoey. Then I completely lost my audio altogether, so that was no good. So I've ordered a bunch of new parts and I've got everything all set up again now, so I think that we are all good to go and hopefully we are away from all of the issues that we were having. Now with that being said guys, we've got so much work to be doing in this episode, and I have done work which is going to seem like it's been done off camera if I show you now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into a time lapse for you guys to see all the work that I was doing off camera. I ended up doing a time lapse because of my audio issues and stuff like that. So I've got the time lapse video already. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy the time lapse and see some of the work that I've been doing. And then I'll catch you guys once we're done. Alright guys, let's take a look at how it all turned out. So like I said, I've got there's quite a few changes and a little bit of planning. So over here I've just laid out a pathway that's going to run around the side here. We're going to have the little stairway coming down here onto our path that's going to be here. I still got a lot of work to do with all of this pathway here. There is a load of work to do. But I just kind of laid out a few foundations for a couple of ideas for some houses and storage warehouses and stuff like that. So we'll be coming back to those in a bit. But for now guys, let's come over here and let's head up this little pathway here. The end of this here, guys, I'm going to turn this into like cobblestone, stone and andesite sort of mix up here, because I want this to look a little bit like it's a bit more stronger and a bit more supported. So I'm not going to run the dirt all the way down on here. I'm going to kind of just blend the two in at the end there. Now as you can see guys, I went ahead, I removed some of the fences around this edge here. I also shortened the docks on this side here a little bit because it was coming right up to the end and it just didn't look right. So I shortened it down to here, which looks much better. And I added in some lanterns as well. As you can see, we've got some lanterns in there to add a nice little touch. Kind of done the same thing over here. I bring the docks back a little bit on this side, bring it back here a little bit, and got rid of the little fences that were around the edge. It didn't look right down there. It didn't look like a proper dock. So this looks much nicer. But yeah guys, I gotta say, I'm over the moon with the way that it's turned out. I'm really happy, and it looks really cool with those little lanterns under those arches. It kind of, I don't know, it just makes such a nice sort of atmosphere here at night. And if we come around this side here, you can see it runs down on the other side there as well. So yeah, it's looking really cool. I'm really happy with it. I'm not too sure what to put on the end of this. I don't know if to just leave it as a platform that goes out like a kind of pier. Some kind of walkway, maybe for ships and stuff, or if to do something else with this. I might put something else on here a bit later. I'm not certain just yet, but for now we're going to leave it as it is. Anyway guys, as you can see, it's getting a little bit dark, so before we go ahead and start going over some plans and stuff like that, I'm going to go ahead and sleep the night away, and I'll catch you guys in just a minute. Okay, before we go ahead and do some building and planning and stuff like that guys, let's just take a quick look up here at the garden that I built. I've done this off camera and I think it turned out really cool. We've got this little kind of archway here to walk into the little garden, which I think is really cool. We've got some spruce fences in there, and then underneath here we've got a couple of spruce fence supports with some oak trapdoors at the top there, and then we're just overhanging our leaves on here, which are the acacia leaves, which I got from a savannah, which is just over in that direction, not too far. It's about 400-500 blocks away from here in that direction, so it's pretty close. And yeah, so we can get plenty of leaves and stuff like that over there. But other than that guys, it's just a few bushes and flowers underneath here just to kind of add a little touch. But I think it looks really cool. I really like the way it looks, and I like the overhang, you know, just to add that little highlight of green around. I think adding those little highlights about really make the difference to a build. And as you can see, we've got a really nice little sort of touch of it over here. Now, I've still got a bit of work I want to do to this house as well, guys. I do want to add a little extra half slab on the edge here. Just want to bring it down and add a little extra half slab in there, all the way around on the edge of the roof. I also want to get some white stained window panes because they look much nicer than these see-through clear ones. But we can get to that later on. There's no rush for that. And I also want to add a bit of texture into all of these blocks down here as well, because as you can see, we've got all the stone bricks here. Oh, and one thing I did do guys is I did texture the walls down here. Only the cobblestone. I haven't done the stone bricks yet. Only the cobblestone area. So we've got the cobblestone, gravel. We've got two types of gravel, and I think, did I put some andesite down here, or was I planning to? I don't think I've put the andesite in yet. I've got plans to put in some andesite. But yeah, I think it's looking really, really cool. So yeah. So guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got sort of set up and planned for the moment. Because I've got a few ideas in place and I'm not sure exactly what it is that I want to build just yet. So I'm thinking to put a house here, another house here on the corner. Although I might change the row here because otherwise they're going to blend straight on that same line. I might bring this house here just in by a block or two, or back by a block or two, just to make it look a bit nicer. We've got another house that's going to be over here, and then I think this house here is going to be part of a warehouse, which is also going to be two smaller warehouses down here. And around the back here we're going to have another big build here. I think we're going to have another warehouse here, but maybe above this one we're going to have like some kind of flats or apartments or something that's going to sit above it. I think it'd be really cool. But we're going to have to get rid of a bunch of these houses up here because I want to move these out of the way so that we can start planning some builds up here, because I want another little pathway to come down here. So where this path is, we're going to bring a walkway all the way down here and have a row of houses coming all the way down, and then we'll be coming back up here. Or maybe we'll get rid of where this actually raises. We'll probably get rid of this top level, so we'll dig this up. And then that should give us a decent platform over here to work with some houses. So so what we'll do is we'll have like a row of houses coming down here. But I got so many ideas and builds planned, guys. I'm even thinking of using the little area over here. If we come around here, so here's going to be a little walkway. It's going to go down to where the canal is. So we'll have like a little canal walkway down here. But where this walkway goes for the canal, I'm thinking that what we'll do is we might put like some kind of building on this corner here. Maybe even like a little fishing house. But maybe we could make it sort of tower up a little bit. And even pillar over. Make like a connection into the building here. So that we can have a walkway underneath it. I think it would look really cool on that corner. So I think that's something that we are definitely going to do. I've just got to work out a good way of incorporating it between here and here. So I'm going to work on that a little bit later on. But for now, I think what we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is we're going to jump into another time lapse. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just get a house built over here. I've got a good idea for a build that I want to put here, and I think it will fit in nicely with our house that we've already built up there. So I'm going to go ahead, start getting in this house, and then we'll do a time lapse. And then once we're done, guys, we'll go ahead over some more plans, maybe do a little bit of building on camera, and yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get building, so I'll catch you in just a minute. Alright guys, we are finally back, and it's actually the next day in real life for me. So I had a few things turn up in a post for my audio. I've got it all set up now and all installed, so hopefully the audio should sound a bit better now. So let me know in the comments, guys. Hopefully you can hear me a bit clearer. Otherwise, that was a waste of money, eh? Anyway, with that being said, guys, we are finally back, and I think this house has turned out really good. I really like the way it blends in with the house at the back there. But I definitely want to get some different styles of houses in with some different colours and stuff. So I will be building some houses here, I think, with maybe some acacia roofs and stuff like that. But I still got to gather up a bit more acacia wood and more supplies, because we're getting pretty low on a few things now. So I'm going to have to do another resource gathering sort of off camera and gather up a few bits. Just a bunch of random stuff like stones, stones, some wood, bits like that. Just basic survival bits. Anyway, with that being said, this house over here, as much as it's looking nice, it is looking very plain and very kind of boring. It's got no life to it. So we're going to come over here and see what we can do. Now, one of the first things I want to do is get in a chimney. So let's go ahead and just grab some blocks here. I've finally got myself a little bit of clay, but this is about the only bricks I have to my name at the moment. So we still got a lot of gathering to do. So I want to get it in just up here. Let's see. Let me grab just a couple of blocks to pillar up on. Here we go. So I think if we go up on the roof, I don't want it to be set too far back. Maybe into this corner here, I'm thinking. Oops, that was very silly. Let's do that again. I'm thinking into the corner here somehow. So let's go ahead and if we jump up here, we can break. Should we put it right in the corner or one over? I think we're going to go here. I think we will go into that one. Few across, yeah, that should be good. So let's start by putting in a block there and a block there. I want it to look like it gets a little bit thicker as it comes down, so let's break these two. Maybe we do something like that. Then I think maybe here I'm gonna go like that, put one of those, we'll make it look like it comes up and over. And if I just pillar myself here, here I want it to look like it goes into this bit of the roof as well. I hope I've got enough blocks for this because we can be very close on this one. So let's do that. I'm gonna have to go to there. We've got one there. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Then I'm going to go ahead and put an upside down stair there, I think, and 2 of those, and then maybe one like that. I think that will work. Now, this is going to be a little bit awkward. Let's try this. Let's go like that. I want to put in the campfire. And then obviously we're going to surround that with our trapdoors, but I've got to be careful I don't burn myself. So what I want to do is go campfire. Then I want to face, I think probably that way actually, like that. Yep, that should do. And then that should be able to break these two now. And we can just place trapdoors like so. Yeah, I think that will work. And man, it's already getting nighttime. I swear we only just literally slept. I think that looks okay. Let's give that a try and we'll get rid of this as well. That one there. And then get rid of these here as well. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Let me quickly sleep because I don't want to get caught out by any nasty creepers or anything like that. So let's just quickly sleep before we do anything else. So I've got the chimney in place. I think that looks pretty good. We'll have to take a look at it in the light before we say yes for definite load. Let's stand over here. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I think that looks good. I basically want to create a little bit of a different shape, you know. Sometimes chimneys just look a bit boring, so I'm trying to just give it a little bit of extra shape, and I think that works. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're going to stick with that. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got a chimney in there. Let's go ahead and get some leaves. I'm not sure if we're going to need those. We've got some barrels here as well, and I've got a stone card because I think this might look cool as a little kind of like a carpenter's house, you know, but only a small carpenter's. So just it'll have like a little workspace at the side here. So first of all, let me just get rid of these two here. I don't think we're going to need those. And we're going to get rid of that out of the way. So first of all, I guess he would need a bit of storage. So let's go. I'll tell you what, because we're not going to see this one in the corner. I'm going to be covering it. So let's go like this. Let's put in a plank there. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. Maybe something like that in the corner. Like a little bit of storage for him. We can grab ourselves a little stair here. Make a little seat. So we can have a seat there. Maybe he could have, if we get that and this and this, we should be able to make a little table just at the side. Boom, something like that. Now I will change that out once I get some of the bamboo, so we can put some scaffolding in, because the scaffolding looks like tables, so we will use that a little bit later on. Right, okay, so now we got ourselves a few crates. Let's go ahead and maybe go something like that, and then we could probably go ahead and go something like 3 of these across here, just to make it look like a little area. Maybe even one more. Let's go something like that, and then we go 1, 2, 3. Bit of coarse dirt. We'll leave that little bit of grass in there just for a little bit of colour. But yeah, guys, I think that will actually do. You know, I think that will work. Alright guys, we are finally back, and I do apologise, but I did have to remove some of the footage because I had a load of crackling and some really terrible sounds in it. But I think I fixed it all now. I think I've got all of the sound settings where they should be and where they need to be. And yeah, hopefully we shouldn't have no more of that crackling. But if you guys can let me know that you can hear any issues with the audio, please be sure to let me know, guys. But hopefully it should be nice and clear. Anyway, so some of the footage that I removed, I went ahead, I put in some leaves over here. I done a little bit of editing up over on this house over here. So if we just come around here, you can see just on that little edge of the roof there, I went ahead and put in a little lip, just like we've got on this side here. Other than that, guys, I added in a couple of trapdoors on the fronts of some of the logs up here. I think it's only a couple of them. And then we also added in some light grey stained glass panes. Which is really cool because the light grey stain, the light grey dye now you can get from some of the white flowers in the game, which is really cool. But yeah, other than that, guys, I haven't really done too much. I added in the lanterns here by putting the fence at the top there, so they just have a little bit more hanging space. I think it just looks a little bit nicer. But yeah, guys, I think that is about it that we've done off camera. We didn't really do too much. That really was just about it. I did have a bunch of pillagers attack, but the sound quality was terrible. I really couldn't include it into the video. But we will be doing plenty of pillager fights and stuff like that, so don't worry, guys. Yeah, anyway, guys, other than that, I think let's just have a quick talk about next episode. So next episode, I think we need to start working on a few farms. I got so used to playing in creative that I kind of forgot about some of the basics we need, and I'm really low on food. So I think we need to start making an automatic chicken cooker. That's definitely something that we need. That will keep us going with food and stuff like that. But I also want to start preparing for some other things. So I want to make things like a sugarcane farm, a bamboo farm once I find bamboo, which no doubt is going to be miles away from here somewhere and in a very long journey. But we'll get some soon enough. Yeah, so yeah, I want a few of those farms, maybe some melon and pumpkin farms. I do want to start breeding some villagers. And luckily, I don't know if I already told you this in the video, guys, I did go ahead and find another villager around it. There was one more. So when I thought I was only left with one villager after the pillager attack that we had, I did go ahead and find another villager who is lurking around in these houses around here somewhere. There's one, I can hear him. Here, this house here. So there's one in here and there's one in here. So he's in bed, and no doubt the other guy's in bed as well inside there. If there's a bed, maybe there ain't a bed, but yeah, there's the villager just there. So we got two villagers, so we're gonna have to set up a villager breeder as well. So that should be pretty fun. Get a few more villagers in there, and then we can start working on some other things later on, like an iron farm and things like that. Although I will probably make sure the iron farm is either out of the way or hidden. I don't really want it on display. So we'll see how that goes anyway. There's loads of things that I've got plans for, guys, which are going to be coming very soon. Man, before we go, guys, I've just got to say I love the view of this. This looks so nice and looks so peaceful. I really do like it. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up just there. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.